Hi there everyone. Welcome back to the shed of eternal possibilities. It's a very chilly day here in the Shire. I've just been messing about, taking all the garden furniture in for the season. I've only used it twice this year. Anyway, to all the family members and subscribers, I hope that you're all okay. I appreciate you all, and please keep the comments coming. I'm going to do another 4 poems from my book, A Laugh a Day Keeps the Doctor Away. And these, of course, are for the young at heart. The first one is called The Wizard. So if you are sitting comfortably, I will begin. There was a wizard called Edward. He lived in a hole in the ground, covered with twigs and bracken. Spiders were all around. The spiders' webs were everywhere. The spiders were free to roam. Edward liked them being there, in the place that he called home. He loved to perform his magic when the moon was high at night. Spiders' webs were in his beard. He was a very strange sight. He spoke the word abracadabra, pointing his hawthorn wand. Then after he finished his magic, there appeared a shimmering pond. His wizardry was wonderful. The spiders all ran to look as he turned the ancient pages of a magical wizard's book. He magically made some dragonflies, and he made many kinds of fish. He then sat down and had dinner out of his tortoise-shell dish. Edward had spiders' web curtains that fell like a veil in his home, and the spiders all gathered together, and they ran through his beard like a comb. After he finished his dinner, he lifted the spider's web veil. He picked up his wand and waved it, and created a boat with a sail. He sat by the pond and he pondered on the magic that he had done. Then he magically recreated some butterflies. Edward was having great fun. The spiders all sat down beside him, staring at this beautiful sight. Edward in magical splendour. Everything looked so bright. With his hawthorn wand he did wonders. He then magically made toasted bread. "Come along, spiders," said Edward. "It's time we all went to bed." That's that one. And the next one is called Thoughts on the Sea. Was the beach wet because of the seaweed? Can a razor clam give you a shave? Are those really white horses at the crest of every wave? Can a fiddler crab play a fiddle? Does a hermit crab live alone? Is the wind on the shore miserable because you can hear it moan? Does a spider crab spin a web? Can a conger eel really dance? Is it a friend or an enemy? Does a seahorse like to prance? Does the angel shark have a halo? Can the bishop fish save a soul? Does a horseshoe crab need a blacksmith? Does a coal lady live a coal? Is the blue whale really unhappy? Does a tiger shark growl and bite? Does a catfish have a tail and whiskers? Would a ghost fish give you a fright? Is the daggerfish really a dagger? Does the fish smoke a pipe? Does the archerfish have bow and arrows? And does a sniper fish really snipe? Is a lumpfish really lumpy? Does a lungfish really breathe? Does a surgeon fish do operations? And can a weaver fish really weave? Does the elephant fish have a long trunk? Does a lamprey eel shine at night? Does an electric eel give you a shock? And does the starfish twinkle at night? That's that one, folks. The next one is called The Smell That You Can Hear. We went to visit Grandad, and there was a smell that you could hear. His rumbling, grumbling tummy just filled our hearts with fear. He would sit there looking all serene, then let out an enormous fart. The evil smell that filled the room was enough to stop your heart. He really laughed when he let one go. He would embrace us to his chest, but that evil aroma started to escape through the holes in his old string vest. He would ask us to pull his finger. When we did, he produced a fart. The smell that was so very strong, our eyes began to smart. He would drink and his tummy would rumble. He would eat and his tummy would swell. But he must have had a magical finger to create a sound that you could smell. That's that one, folks. And the last one, if I can find it, is William the Warthog. William was a warthog, and he had a very good heart. And every time he had his lunch, he let out an enormous fart. His face was full of lumps and bumps, but he liked to play life fair. His bum was the only part naked, smooth, without any hair. He really was an ugly beast, but he had a very good heart. And after feasting on snails and grubs, he couldn't help but fart. The animals ran away from him just to escape the smell. And poor old Timothy Tortoise could only retreat to his shell. William found a lady friend. He wanted to share his heart, but just as he proposed to her, he let out his loudest fart. He blushed and said he was sorry. She laughed and said, very well, I would love to be your lady, and I'm sure I can cope with the smell. Side by side they walked together, in love from the very start, and after each had eaten their dinner, they both began to fart. Belching and farting together, they swore they would never part, walking around in the woodland, both letting off very loud farts. There you go, folks. Childlike, childish humour. I love it. I hope you've enjoyed what you've heard. If you have, please hit the like button, leave a comment in the box below, hit the bell icon for any future uploads. And if you've not yet subscribed to the channel, please consider doing so. Won't cost you a penny. Helps the channel grow and become part of that bigger community. So, as always, from a very chilly Shire, I will say to you all, Namaste. Enjoy the rest of Friday, everyone. Bye for now.